Imagine waking up one morning, realizing that you're no longer 60, but 80, and looking back at your life. What would you wish you had known when you were in your prime? What lessons would have made your journey easier, happier, or more fulfilling? I'm 80 years old now, and after decades of living, there are things I wish I had heard at 60, things that, if I had known back then, could have changed the course of my life for the better. In this video, I'm going to share these life-changing insights with you. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single word, because the advice I'm about to give is not only timeless, but it's also something that could help you live a more joyful, meaningful life, no matter how old you are. 1. Embrace change. At 60, I was still holding on to the idea that things should remain the same. I thought that the life I had built up until then should continue unchanged. But what I didn't realize is that change is inevitable, and it can be a beautiful thing. Whether it's changes in your health, relationships, career, or even your mindset, change is a natural part of life. I wish someone had told me back then that embracing change is essential for growth. At 60, I was trying to resist it, thinking it would make me uncomfortable or even scared. But in truth, it was the changes I experienced that shaped me into the person I am today. Change forces us to adapt, to stretch our limits, and to see the world from a different perspective. It's in those moments of discomfort that we truly grow. 2. Take care of your health early. When I was 60, I thought I had plenty of time to take care of my health. I was still young enough to feel like I could eat whatever I wanted, skip a workout, and ignore the little aches and pains that crept up from time to time. I didn't realize that taking care of your body earlier in life is the key to enjoying a healthy and active future. I wish I had prioritized exercise, a balanced diet, and mental wellness much sooner. At 80, I can't stress enough how important it is to be proactive about your health. It's not about obsessing over every detail or becoming a fitness fanatic, but it's about building habits that will serve you well in the long run. Whether it's walking, yoga, or simply eating more vegetables, small changes in your 60s can have a significant impact on your health in the decades to come. 3. Don't worry about what others think. Oh, how much time I wasted in my 60s worrying about what others thought of me. Whether it was about my appearance, my career, or my lifestyle choices, I was constantly concerned with fitting in and meeting others' expectations. But as I've grown older, I've come to realize that people are far too busy with their own lives to spend much time thinking about yours. I wish I had understood that sooner. If you're in your 60s, or younger, remember that you are the one who will have to live with the choices you make. Stop waiting for approval from others, and start living for yourself. It's liberating. And as you get older, you'll find that the opinions of others matter less and less. The only opinion that really matters is your own. 4. Build strong relationships. One of the things I've learned as I've aged is the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. At 60, I was so focused on my work, my goals, and my own success that I neglected to invest in my relationships. Yes, I had friends and family, but I wasn't always present. I didn't realize how much joy, comfort, and support could come from meaningful connections with others. Now, at 80, I can tell you that relationships are the foundation of a fulfilling life. Take the time to nurture your friendships, your family bonds, and even your romantic relationships. These people will be there for you when times get tough, and they will share in your joys and successes. Building strong relationships is one of the most valuable investments you can make. Don't wait until you're older to realize their importance. 5. Time is your most valuable resource. When I was 60, I had a lot of time, or at least I thought I did. But now, looking back, I see how easily time slips away. Whether it's in the form of wasted hours on meaningless distractions or simply not prioritizing what matters most, I realize now that time is our most precious resource. I wish I had been more intentional with my time. Instead of procrastinating, I should have used each day to move closer to my goals, to spend quality time with loved ones, or to take better care of myself. Time doesn't wait for anyone, and as you get older, you realize just how quickly it passes. Make the most of it now, whether you're 60, 50, or even younger. Don't waste it on things that won't bring you lasting happiness. 6. find your passion and purpose. At 60, I was still figuring out what I truly wanted to do with my life. I had accomplished many things, but I hadn't yet found that deep sense of purpose that would truly make my heart sing. I was so focused on checking boxes and fulfilling responsibilities that I didn't take the time to ask myself what I was really passionate about. I wish I had started searching for my purpose sooner. Whether it's a hobby, a career change, or even a volunteer opportunity, finding something that lights you up from the inside is one of the most rewarding experiences you can have. It gives you direction, joy, and a sense of fulfillment. If you haven't found your passion yet, it's never too late to start looking. And if you have found it, make it a priority in your life. 7. Money is important, but it's not everything. In my 60s, I was consumed with the idea of financial security. I wanted to ensure that I had enough money for retirement, that I could take care of my family, and that I wouldn't have to worry about bills. But as I've grown older, I've realized that while money is important, it's not the key to happiness. Money can provide comfort and security, but it can't buy you love, health, or peace of mind. I wish someone had told me that at 60. Yes, financial planning is important, but don't sacrifice everything else in the pursuit of wealth. There are so many things in life that are far more valuable than money, love, experiences, personal growth, and meaningful work. 8. Live in the present. At 60, I often found myself either regretting the past or worrying about the future. I was either caught up in what I had done wrong in the past or stressing about what was coming next. But as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that the only moment we truly have is the present. The present moment is where life happens. It's where you can make decisions, take action, and experience joy. Stop dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about what might happen tomorrow. Focus on today. Take a deep breath and appreciate the moment you're in. Trust me, when you start living in the present, everything else falls into place. 9. It's never too late to learn. By the time I turned 60, I thought I had learned everything I needed to know. But as I've aged, I've realized that learning is a lifelong process. Whether it's learning new skills, expanding your knowledge, or simply gaining new perspectives, there's always room for growth. I wish I had embraced lifelong learning sooner. Don't let age be a barrier to learning. Read books, take courses, pick up new hobbies, or even just listen to others. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the more fulfilled you become. Keep your mind open, and keep growing. 10. Be kind to yourself. Finally, I wish I had been kinder to myself when I was 60. I spent so much time being critical of myself, trying to be perfect, and striving for approval from others. But now I realize that self-compassion is one of the most important things you can practice. At 80, I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes, to not have everything figured out, and to not always be in control. Be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Life is hard enough without adding unnecessary pressure on yourself. Conclusion. Certainly. Here's a 10-paragraph conclusion to wrap up the narrative. Underscore 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 underscore. Conclusion. As I've shared these reflections from the perspective of an 80-year-old, I realize just how much time and experience shape the way we view the world. Life often moves so quickly that we can easily overlook the simple truths that, when embraced, can make all the difference. In my case, looking back, I can see the value in everything I've learned and wish I had known earlier. But as I often remind myself, it's never too late to start making positive changes, no matter your age. These lessons are just as relevant now as they were when I first began to learn them. The first thing I've learned is that change is unavoidable and, in fact, it should be welcomed. We may fear change, especially as we age, but it is through change that we grow and evolve. If you're in your 60s, 50s, or even younger, don't resist the changes that come your way. Embrace them, for they are the catalysts that will push you to be your best self. Don't hold on to the past for too long. Instead, look forward to the opportunities that change brings. Second, I cannot stress enough the importance of taking care of your health early on. It's easy to think we have all the time in the world, but time moves faster than we realize. If I had been more disciplined with my health in my 60s, I believe I would have felt better and had more energy as I grew older. It's never too late to start taking care of your body, and the small choices you make now will pay off in ways you can't even imagine. A healthy body truly is the foundation for a happy life. Another lesson I wish I had learned sooner is the freedom that comes with letting go of other people's opinions. Life is so much more fulfilling when you stop seeking approval from others and start living for yourself. We waste so much of our time trying to please others and chasing standards that don't truly serve us. At 80, I realized that the only opinion that matters is your own. Live according to your values, and the people who matter will support you along the way. Over time, I've also come to understand the value of relationships in ways I never could have imagined at 60. We often get caught up in our own world, our careers, our to-do lists, and our obligations, and forget the importance of nurturing our relationships. Whether it's family, friends, or partners, it's the people we surround ourselves with that make life truly worth living. I now know that true happiness comes from the love and connections we cultivate. As I look back on my life, I see how often I took time for granted. We think we have all the time in the world, but as you get older, you realize how quickly it slips away. If I could go back, I would have been more intentional with my time, focusing on what really matters, my health, my relationships, and the things that bring me joy. Time is a gift, and every day counts. Don't wait for the right time to start making changes. Start now. Finding your passion and purpose is another crucial element of living a fulfilling life. I spent so many years running on autopilot, focusing on the things I should be doing, rather than the things that made me feel alive. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, exploring a new career path, or simply discovering what truly excites you, finding your purpose can transform your entire life. It's never too late to start searching for what makes your heart sing. When it comes to money, I've learned that it's important, but it shouldn't be the focus of your life. I spent a lot of my earlier years obsessing over financial security, and while it's important to plan for the future, it's not the be-all and end-all. There's so much more to life than money, love, adventure, and personal fulfillment. If I could go back, I would remind myself that while financial stability is essential, the richness of life comes from experiences, connections, and a sense of purpose. Living in the present moment is another lesson I wish I had embraced earlier. Too often, we're either regretting the past or anxiously anticipating the future. But the truth is, the present is all we really have. By focusing on the here and now, you open yourself up to the joy of living in the moment. Appreciate what you have today, and don't let worries about tomorrow steal your peace. The present is where life happens, and it's where you'll find true happiness. Lastly, I wish I had learned to be kinder to myself. It's easy to be our own harshest critics, especially as we age and deal with the challenges that come with time. But life is difficult enough without us piling on unnecessary pressure. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to make mistakes, to not have everything figured out, and to not always be in control. Self-compassion is key to living a peaceful and fulfilling life. You deserve love, kindness, and understanding, especially from yourself. In conclusion, my journey to 80 has been filled with both joys and regrets, triumphs and challenges. But one thing I know for certain is that these lessons, embracing change, taking care of your health, letting go of others' opinions, nurturing relationships, being intentional with time, finding purpose, understanding the true value of money, living in the present, and practicing self-compassion, have shaped me into who I am today. I wish I had known these things at 60, but I'm grateful to have learned them along the way. If you're at a stage in life where these lessons are still ahead of you, I hope you'll take them to heart. Life is too short to wait for tomorrow to start living fully. Take the lessons from today and make the most of every moment.